wow. So, and this is where I think one of their key strengths, or Southern Star's key strengths, are. So my partner Deborah, initially, she had a property in Pakokariki, which was I suppose she was living there, but it was more of a holiday kind of weekend kind of thing. And she was into kind of like health, healing, those kinds of things. So she needed a bigger property to undertake it. So she found a property out in Nakatara Valley, 5 hectares out there, river running through it, lovely place. And so naturally she kind of looked at flicking on Pycock, and that's where she kind of engaged Brent, then Southern Star Realty, to come in and manage the sale for her. So and then as part of that, that's when I got introduced to Brent at that time. It was through meeting Brent when Deborah was selling her property that then I decided, well, I'll just use Southern Star Realty and give Brent a go. The way that he engages with his clients and his customers is, let's say, it goes a step beyond what I've dealt with in the past, right? So I've dealt with some of the more mainstream real estate people, but I just found Brent and Southern Star, they personalise it more, right? You don't feel like you're a widget in the real estate machine. So hence that's why, I thought, I'd engage Brent. It's not just Brent, it's the whole team, So as I said, he's very down to earth, honest, and he'll just call a spade. So, like when I was looking to sell the property, he's not going to sugarcoat what's there and what the property's like, and what's it worth, what do you think you can get out of it, etc., etc. If you looked at when we went through the advertising campaign as well, it's like, okay, so what's the best bang for your buck based on what we're looking to do, and I like that. I again tailored to meet my needs. It wasn't just this this apples for apples kind of, run-of-the-mill machine kind of real estate. Oh wow. So, and this is where I think one of their key strengths, or Southern Star's key strengths, are. My property, when I looked to put it on the market, the ensuite needed basically nearly a complete refit. We were under significant time pressures at the time, so needed to act fast. Brent, he had contacts, so we looked for a plumber, and he set me up with a plumber. He says, yeah, he's got this guy, blah blah blah. Call him. He came round, and the two of them actually came round when I was at work. Looked at what needed to get done, and that was the first piece. So that was one, but then there was also the prep for. The photography, etc., because at that time I was, still in the process of just, filling holes in walls and doing what you do just to get the place ready. But yeah, him and his team, they came in and, basically took the lead, dressing some of the rooms, making sure the rooms were as they needed to be, running around, actually cleaning and tidying and helping me as well, right? So yeah, very, very much hands-on. Yep, when the open homes were run, and just, again, it's the mechanics of the, you expect to see, how many attendees, what was this, what was that, how many people came in, what was the feedback, etc., etc. And the reporting that came through as well was, again, timely, no issues at all. And yeah, really, again, I think it comes back to that personalised kind of approach. So, it was never a hassle just to ring and find out, if I needed to know something. I just felt like, I could call up Brent, call up the team and just get what I needed. Excellent results, yep. And look, you can say, the market's got a lot to do with selling and buying. But again, I do believe that, from a seller's perspective, it was a great result for me, great result for Deborah. 100%. Yeah. Again, they personalise, or you personalise is, the approach, and they're really professional with what they do, which is another nice thing. So they're small enough, but they're really professional. So no, I definitely would.